it's Rachel with Koa, and today he and I are going to be doing an introduction to heel. Heel is really important just for his general leash manners. I know that Nicole has gone over loose leash walking with him, which is very important for his safety and your convenience. Koa is young and needs a lot of exercise, so those walks are very important for him, but he needs to be able to behave on them so that you are able to take him for a walk and it doesn't turn into a workout for you. Heeling is kind of the next step to general leash manners. It's not instead of the loose leash walking. I know we suggest that you do loose leash walking for about 20 to 30 minutes a day so that he gets really used to it, and walking nicely on a leash just becomes habit for him. The heeling, however, is something that you do for a couple minutes here and there. Instances where heeling comes in really handy is if you're taking him for a walk and there's something you don't want him to get distracted by, or something, kind of dangerous perhaps, or another dog where you want him super close by your side and in control. Heeling makes him pay a bit more attention to you, and it's more controlled than loose leash walking. Remember, for the loose leash walking, you give him the full leash, so he has, 5-6 feet to walk around and everything, and heeling is kept nice and close by your side. Also, another time where heeling might be useful is like if you take him to Petco or into the vet or something like that, where there are a lot of other dogs around. You're maneuvering around, maybe picking things out in the aisles, anything like that, where you need Koa to be close to you and paying attention, and also not have him pulling around. That's another instance where it would be useful. So the basics of heeling is usually we start with the dogs on our left side, and they're always in a sit. Now, with the heeling, you say the command heel as you step forward, leading with the leg that's closest to him. So in this case, it's going to be my left leg. That's kind of like the physical cue to him that you're about to start. And then you can walk around and have him close by you, not pulling, not lagging. And then when you stop, he sits. Now, the sit portion of it is included in the heel command. So, ideally, we want to get Koa up to the point where you don't have to tell him to sit when you stop. However, when we're first starting out, we may need to do that for Koa just so that he learns how to do it properly. But after a while and after some practice, he should automatically sit when you stop. So, with all that aside, we are ready to start our heeling. I have treats ready for him to bait him and all that, and encourage him to go in the right way. He is very tired after a hard day of playing, and so I think the biggest issue will be getting him to keep up with me. But let's give it a shot. Koa, come here. Come on, Koa. Very good. Koa, sit. Good, sit. All right, now I like to have the leash in my right hand and the treat in my left, so I can bait him to walk correctly next to me, and also bait him up into a sit when I stop without having to verbally tell him that. So, here we go. Koa, heel. Heel. Good heel, Koa. Good heel. Good boy. All right, sit. That was perfect. He did a very good job, very responsive with the treat, so I'd love to see that. Heel. Heel. Good heel, Koa. Good heel. Good boy. All right, he's doing very well. I'm going to move his collar up so it's closer underneath his ears. That way I have a little bit more control over his head, and I'm going to tighten the leash up just a bit. He seems to like to walk kind of far from me, and I want him in a bit closer, and I don't want to have to pull him back. So we're going to adjust the collar up like this and tighten up on the leash just a little bit. Go on. You're fine. Come here. Good boy. Heel. 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 Good. Heel. Heel. Good heel, Koa. He's doing an excellent job. I love how attentive he is to me. Of course, I have food, but even right now, he's just gazing up at me, and I love to see that. All right, Koa, heel. Heel. Good heel. Koa, heel. Heel. Good heel. Good job. All right, he is doing really well. He's already anticipating the sit when I stop, which is great. Now, that last time that I stopped, I didn't bait him up into a sit on my own, and he did sit perfectly. Right away, I should say, when I stopped, which is good. However, instead of sitting right next to me, he kind of swung around a bit to the side and in front of me to look up at me. And that is really common. It's because when we usually teach dogs to sit, come here, Koa, we are working right in front of him like this. And this is also easiest for them to see us. And so it becomes really natural for them to want to come in front of us. He's really good with the treat. He's really good with the treat for baiting. He definitely goes for it, but it's not too aggressively. He's not nipping at my fingers when I have it in front of him or any of that. It's just the perfect amount of motivation. So it's easy to use the treat with him. However, if you don't have a treat, you still want to practice the good sit so he doesn't swing out wide. A way that you can do that is by practicing up against a wall or a gate or something like that. So I'm going to put the treat away and show you what I mean by that. So Koa, come here. Sit. Good sit. Heel. 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 Good. Heel. Heel. Heel, Koa. Good heel, Koa. Good boy. All right, he did it a little bit better the second time. The first time, I was a little bit too far away from the wall, so he was able to go up in front of me and turn around to sit like that. However, the second time, as I was slowing down to stop, I stepped a little bit closer to the wall and turned in so that he had to sit close to me and straight. So that's just a little thing to practice. I think to get him up to walking right beside you, sometimes he likes to lag. You still should work with the treat to keep it, to get his pace up and to practice correctly so that he knows how to do it correctly, and just work on those good sits. But overall, Koa did a wonderful job, and I'm very impressed to see how easily he picked that up. So work on this at home and you'll have a pro healer in no time. This was Rachel and Koa, and we were working on healing.